Hey guys, Metal Driver here, back with another AEW Unrivaled review. And today, I'm finally going to be looking at the Supreme Collection, Series 1, Cody Rhodes. And here we have this beautiful box, featuring Cody through the window of the box. You can see this really cool Dynamite entrance backdrop. All the accessories are visible on the sides of the box, and you get this really cool image of Cody screaming at you on the back. So really the packaging is gorgeous and it almost feels like a crime to open this up, but that is in fact what I'm going to do because I'm going to review this figure. So without further ado, let's go ahead and open this up and take a closer look at the American Nightmare. And here's the American Nightmare Cody Rhodes out of the packaging. But before we take a look at the figure, let's look at the accessories that he comes with. Alright, so this Supreme Cody comes with a ton of accessories. And the first one that I'm going to look at is this fabric t-shirt that he comes with. It is sleeveless. You get some Velcro on the back, so it is easy to put on. You get this nice printing here that says Cody Rhodes, features the American Nightmare logo. So it looks nice, but I'm going to be honest, I'm probably never going to use this shirt because I have lost all confidence with the fabric shirts that Jazzwares makes. I've had too many figures now that have had staining issues. So even though it's nice that we get this shirt, as I said, I'm never going to use this. He comes with a pair of fisted hands. One is taped and the other one is not. The non-taped hand features a tattoo on the ring finger. He has an AEW microphone. We've seen this many times before. Paint looks pretty good on all sides. He comes with two belts, one that has this American flag design printed. It says American Dream, the other one says Nightmare with the American Nightmare logo. The paint looks good on both of them. The one with the flag says Cody Rhodes. Paint looks pretty good for the most part. The one that says Nightmare does not have that. The buckles are painted nicely, and it does snap on the front right there, so that's nice that we get two different style of belts here. He comes with a pair of sleeveless arms, and they have pinless double jointed elbows. That is nice. So we'll see how that looks on the figure a little bit later on. And then we have a swappable lower body for Cody Rhodes. This is one of the selling points of the Supreme Collection, that they've got swappable parts, which is a really neat idea. This one features gold on the right side with red on the left. Paint on the logo looks really nice. That looks really good. Here on the left side, designs on the right looks nice, painted very well. Same thing here around the waist and the crotch area. Backside looks really good. Some nice paint detail on the knees. Get white boots with the American Nightmare logo on the sides. Painted very well. Now you do get some toe articulation, which is new for the Supreme Collection. And then all the rest of the articulation is there. Everything that you would expect from an AEW figure. So this will be exactly the same as the other set of legs that are already on Cody Rhodes. So I'm not going to go over the articulation here because it's going to be the same as the other. But this is really cool. I like this. Now I'm going to be honest, I'm probably not going to display him with this unless I get a second Cody. But it is still very nice that we get this with the Supreme figures. And then taking a look at the first alternate head sculpt. This is a smiling head sculpt with the mouth slightly open. Now all three of the head scans that come with this figure are brand new, which is really nice. Now we have received a Cody with this exact same expression before from the AEW line, but this one is sculpted differently. Now I'm not sure if I like these new head sculpts over the previous ones, because the previous ones for the most part were really good. I think they had great likeness to Cody. So I think with these new head scans, it just comes down to your personal preference. But I do appreciate that these are all brand new. The paint on the eyes and the eyebrows look good. The teeth look good. Sculpting on the hair looks really nice. Get some nice creases on the cheeks around the mouth area for his smile. So I do think this has a good likeness to Cody. Then looking at the second alternate head sculpt, this one has a screaming expression, which again, as I mentioned, we've received this same type of head scan, although this one is brand new and sculpted differently. Again, not sure if I prefer the previous over this one, but this is still nice. It has a good likeness to Cody. Eyes are painted well, the eyebrows, the lips look pretty good, the teeth. The hair all look really nice. And then the final piece of accessory that he comes with is this beautiful entrance coat. It's already on the figure. You see that through the window of the packaging. And this is sculpted very well. I love that we get this. This is Cody's current look, and this would be perfect to go along with your WWE collection. Because again, as I said, he looks like that now, although he's injured, he's healing up, but I'm sure when he comes back, he'll probably continue using this coat. But the sculpting all over looks really nice. The paint, for the most part, looks pretty good. Now there are spots where the paint is a little bit sloppy, especially right here on the white part of the sleeves. And honestly, this looks to be the worst part on the coat so far, but everything else looks pretty good. Just some minor imperfections here and there. Love the sculpting on the shoulder pads right here. The collar looks really good. Some nice gold studs all the way around. These buttons look really nice. So beautiful looking coat. You got your red, white, and blues all over. Going for that American look. Paint detailing looks really nice so far. Again, some minor imperfections here and there, but that's to be expected. Nothing in life is perfect. Although this American Nightmare logo is pretty darn perfect. Paint looks really good on this. So beautiful looking piece. The sleeve here looks really good. Some nice details all the way around. Same thing over here. I did mention the sloppy paint on this side. This one looks to be a bit better. And then these sleeves are articulated. So you get some beautiful double jointed elbows there. I like that they went with that. We have seen that with the WWE Ultimate Edition jackets, where the jacket sleeves are articulated pieces rather than some sort of rubber that covers the figure. I hate that style. So I'm glad that Jazzwares went with this. So that way you're able to fully pose Cody without any kind of hindrance whatsoever. So that is really cool. And then there are some butterfly joints in there, so that is not hindered by this piece of the coat. And then this thing is pretty simple to take off. All you gotta do is just pop off the arms. And then right here there is a peg, so you just pop that off. And there you go. Now you have a freak of nature without arms. I'm kidding, you just pop the arms right in the socket, like that. And the other one in here. And there you go. And taking a look at the head sculpt that's already on the figure. Again, this is a brand new sculpt. And I think I'm going to correct myself here because I said that we've seen all these different expressions. This one, I don't think we have. The previous smiling head sculpt that we have gotten from Jazzwares had an open mouth. This one, he's just showing off his teeth, but his mouth is not fully open, so I guess that's completely new. But it is painted very well. The teeth look good, the lips, the eyes, the eyebrows. Hair is sculpted really nice. So it's got a good likeness to Cody. I think this looks really good. Still not sure if I prefer these over the previous head scans because those were very good as well. Taking a look at his neck tattoo here, we've got the American Nightmare logo, which is painted pretty well for the most part. The only sucky thing is that it is missing white paint. The ringside exclusive one had the white paint on the tattoo, so that kind of sucks that it's missing that on here. You've got the Dream tattoo here on his pec, which looks pretty good. You can see that he's got butterfly joints, a new feature for the Supreme figures, so that's really cool. So great range there. We saw the arms already. The abs look to be the same as the previous Cody figures, as you can see here. The upper body obviously is going to be sculpted a bit differently because of the added articulation up here. Back looks really good. And then looking at the lower body, he's got blue tights, painted very well on the different paint deco and the logos here. Got some nice gold here, whites, red. I don't see anything that's majorly mispainted so far. Nothing that really has popped out at me. This side looks really good. The logo here in the front, painted very well. All these black lines here look good. The black line around the gold lines look nice. Good, crisp, clean line work. So I'm honestly going to pose this Cody with these tights because these are more in line with his current look, especially his look in WWE, which I'm sure if you're not a fan of the AEW figures, but you do collect the WWE figures, you are still going to want this, especially for your collection. The knees are painted well. The red, the gold, the black looks good. That white logo there looks nice. Same thing over here. And he's got a different set of boots. They're not the standard white Cody boots. These are American flag boots. Painted pretty well for the most part. It looks pretty good. The red lines look pretty good. The blue flag part here, the stars look good. The red lines here, also pretty good. Then if you want to see the other set of legs on this Cody, all you gotta do is just pop the torso off, which is pretty simple. Grab the other set of legs. You got your peg hole here, this ball joint here, and there you go. Now you have a second Cody figure that you can display or take pictures of. So this looks really cool. And then for this Cody, you can use this shirt on the figure. So you can do that. I would just be cautious with that fabric because again, Jazzwares has had some staining issues. So if you don't want your torso stained, I would avoid using the shirt or at least use it at your own risk. And just a little side note, does seem like the upper body is loose with these legs. So hopefully that is not the case with all the other Cody figures. Then going over the articulation, the head is on a ball joint and a hinge, so it looks that high up, that far down. Can turn side to side and not really tilts very much. Shoulder goes that high up. It rotates all the way around. There is a bicep swivel. Beautiful double jointed elbows, a swivel and hinge at the wrist, some good butterfly joints there. He's got a ball joint at the upper diaphragm, he crunches that far forward, goes that far back, can turn slightly and tilt a bit. Another ball joint at the waist, so he crunches even further forward, goes further back, and twists. Not all that much, but there is a twist there. The legs go that far out, they go that high up, so pretty good range there. Thigh cut, double jointed knees, a cut at the top of the boot, ankle goes that high up, that far down. He's got toe articulation, and there is some pretty good ankle pivot. Alright, and now it's time for the obligatory Cody Rhodes road call. So here is the Supreme Collection Cody, next to Cody Rhodes, Cody Rhodes, Cody Rhodes, Cody Rhodes, and finally Cody Rhodes. But wait, there's more. Now here's the Supreme Collection Cody with the second set of legs, next to Cody Rhodes, Cody Rhodes, Cody Rhodes, Cody Rhodes, and finally Cody Rhodes. Then if you're interested to see how the Supreme Cody looks with the previous Jazzwares head sculpts, here it is with the stoic face, the smiling face, and the screaming face. And now here's the Supreme Cody with the blue tights with the stoic face, smiling face, and screaming face. Now unfortunately, the ball joint and the hole in the head aren't the exact same size, so they don't quite fit. The head sculpts just rest on the neck of the new body. So I just wanted to show that off because I know some of you like to see those different head sculpts on the current body. But yeah, you can't really keep them on the new Supreme figure. And finally, here is the blue tight Supreme Cody next to Elite 93, Seth freaking Rollins. And then finally, here is the golden red tight Supreme Cody next to Seth freaking Rollins. Alright, so what are my final thoughts on the first Supreme Collection figure, the Supreme Series 1 Cody Rhodes? I absolutely love this figure. I think Jazzwares did an amazing job with this piece, all the accessories, the different interchangeability of the pieces, creating different looks for Cody, almost as if we have two different figures here. That is really awesome. The added articulation of the butterfly joints and the toe articulation is really good. Brand new head sculpts, this amazing coat. I think Jazzwares did an amazing job with this. Now, I'm not going to try and compare this with an Ultimate Edition figure and say which ones are better. I mean, they're different price points, so you can expect different things from them. But as far as an upgraded AEW figure, I think Jazzwares did really well with this. So I think this is a must-have in your collection, whether you collect just the AEW figures or if you collect only the WWE figures. This is one that you want in both of those. Especially if you are a WWE fan and you enjoyed Cody's run before he got injured, this is the Cody to get because we're not going to get another Cody for quite some time. Not from Mattel. I know they had their creations made to order Ultimate Edition Cody. If you didn't buy that one, then you lucked out. So this is the one to get. So not only am I recommending this, this is going to be one of those rare moments where I recommend you get multiple of these. At least two. Because he does have two different tight designs, two sets of legs. So you can have two different displays or just have him displayed without his coat and with his coat. Because really this coat is beautiful. Yeah, there's some paint imperfections here and there, but the sculpting is great. It's got articulated arms. Really, I can't say enough good things about this figure. So bottom line, if you are a Cody fan, pick this up and add it to your collection. If you enjoyed this video, hit that like button and subscribe. If you want a chance to get a shout out in the next video, leave a comment down below. Just like Philip Ortiz asked if we will get a matching brother. As he says, I need a perfect pair of Usos and I like this color. Yeah, getting another Uso down the road with the matching pants would be nice. Check out my social media so you can be up to date with all my wrestling figure photography, and I'll see you next time.